Good afternoon. Here is the national news from our studios, BGI TV, Babagbagede Imo TV, an online television which is known as God's Plan. I am Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news this hour. Buhari launches e-Naira. Edo PDP suspends Obaseki, Tribal's loyalists. 4 killed, 3 injured as locals' elders clash in Kaduna. Anambra 2021, no Kanu, no election. IPOB tell DS FG. Bandits raid mosque in Niger State, shoots 18 worshippers dead. And to sports, bribery group folds reinstatement of inducted Nigerian coach Salisu Yusuf calls for reversal. Let's have the news in details. President Muhammadu Buhari has launched the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN digital currency, the e-Naira. While launching the digital currency, the State House, Abuja, this afternoon, the president commented on the CBN governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, for his effort towards ensuring a more efficient payment system in the country. In his address, Mr. Emefiele announced a new financial instrument titled the 100 for 100 PPP policy on production and productivity to reduce the nation's overdependence on imports. According to the governor, the instrument will be anchored in our development finance department under my direct supervision. Under this policy, the CBN will advertise, screen, scrutinize, and financial support on the targeted private sector companies in 100 days, beginning from 1 November 2021 and rolling over every 100 days with new set of 100 companies whose names will be published in national data for Nigerians to verify and confirm. The purpose of this instrument is to take further steps to reverse our heavy reliance on imports.
I haven't rehearsed, and I'm sorry that. So what do we do? That is it.
That is
This secret can only be unveiled by the governor Santon.
Thank you, sir.
This payment system now provides high value and time critical payment services to financial institutions and ultimately serves as the backbone for every electronic payment in Nigeria. The use of central bank digital currencies can help move away more people and businesses from the informal into the formal sector, thereby creating the tax base of the country. Indeed, some estimates indicate that the adoption of central bank digital currencies and its underlying technology called blockchain can increase Nigeria's GDP by 29 billion United States dollars over the next 10 years. The central bank digital currencies can also help increase remittances, foster cross-border trade, improve financial inclusion, make monetary policy more effective, and enable the government to send direct payments to citizens eligible for specific.
The crisis in Edo State's People's Democratic Party, PDP, continued Monday evening as the party in Ward 2, Etsako West local government area of Edo State, suspended 10 of its members for alleged anti-party activities. Most of the allegedly suspended members are the new PDP that defected from the All Progressive Congress APC with Governor Godwin Obaseki and his deputy Philip Shaibon. The letter for their suspension was signed by the ward chairman Suleiman Mamadou, Secretary Elema Abdulganiu, and 17 others. They listed their offenses to be breaching of the party constitution and manifesto, disobedience and neglect to carry out lawful directive of the party organ and offices of the party, engaging in anti-party activities, engagement in a conduct likely to cause the affection among members of the party and is likely to disrupt the peaceful, lawful and efficient conduct of the business of the party. 4 people have been killed and 3 others injured during a clash between locals and some others in Jankasa, Zangukatev local government area of Kaduna State. Samuel Ariwa, Commissioner, Ministry of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Kaduna State, confirmed the incident in a statement on Monday. He said, according to the report from military and police authorities, the clash occurred along some cattle roads in the area and then escalated into a firefight between the two groups before security forces arrived to bring the situation under control. After the clash, the 4 people confirmed killed were identified as Luke Nelson, Timothy Coney, Percy Peter, and George Francis. 3 persons who sustained gunshot injuries during the fracas were identified as Daniel Downer, Extra James, and Henry Francis. The injured persons were in hospital receiving treatment. Also, security agencies reported that unknown gunmen attacked some settled areas in Manchok, Kaura, LGA. The security agencies reported that this was an apparent reprisal to the initial clash. Moving forward to the next story is coming from our studios. In case you're just joining, here is the national news from BGI TV. Keep watching, and the next one says, with a 12-day ultimatum handed the federal government by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, for the unconditional release of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, failure of which the November 6 governorship election in Anambra State may not hold, the stage appears set for a 7-day lockdown of the southeast zone. And the group has also warned residents of the zone against floating the impending sit-at-home directive, stressing that doing so amounts to testing the resolve of the people of the Biafra project. According to it, shutting down the area for just 1 week to secure our permanent freedom is not such a high price to pay, since we have been enslaved and caged enough by the fully controlled federal government of Nigeria and its allies. IPOB's threats, notwithstanding political parties participating in the election, are unperturbed about the threat from the secessionist group over the election, even as they insist that nothing would derail the process, especially since the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has already issued guidelines for the exercise. Interestingly, while the police high command kept mute over the threat by IPOB threatening, the story highlighted that when approached by the political parties are in view that the improved security, the campaigns are going on as scheduled. Indeed, all attempts to get the first public relations officer, FPRO commissioner, couldn't get the more phone calls as expected. Unknown gunmen believed to be bandits on Monday morning invaded Maza Kuka in the Mashewu Local Government Council in Niger State, killing no fewer than 18 persons in the mosque. The villagers were performing their early morning prayers when the gunmen invaded the village in large numbers and attacked the villagers, as the report says. The gunmen reportedly arrived on motorcycles and went straight into the mosque, shooting periodically, resulting in the death of residents. An eyewitness said the community was taken unaware by the bandits, who left many dead and many others injured. Report shows that only in September reported that gunmen killed at least 30 persons at Kachiwe village, Circle Power, in the Munya local government area of Niger State. The gunmen from their hideouts in the dreaded Bridon Gwari forest in Kaduna State had stormed the village and other neighboring communities. Monday, Bala Kuria, the state commissioner of police, had said an investigation had begun into the attack, but not much was heard about the police probe. These are the headlines for the news, and before we call it a wrap, let's quickly have the sports news this hour. And the sport news is coming from the newly reinstatement of the Salisu Yusuf as a coach, which will serve as also assistant to Gianot Rowe of the technical department for the Super Eagles. And this is coming as a shocking. Why would it be? As people are frowning against the reinstatement of Salisu Yusuf, who was currently charged for laundering, and it is. A group, Lion Nigeria for Youth Development Initiative, has expressed disappointment over the reinstatement of the former assistant Super Eagles coach, Mr. Salisu Yusuf, who was allegedly indicted in 2018 by the Ethics Committee of the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, for collecting and collection of bribes and manipulation of members of the national team. The group said rewarding an indicted official with reinstatement would encourage corruption and fraud. A statement signed by the executive director of the group, Eze Aloysius, called for the immediate reversal of the reinstatement so as not to set a dangerous precedent. The statement also asked the NFF to transfer the case file of its ethics committee to Nigerian anti-graft agencies like the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, and Economic and Financial Crime Control, which is the EFCC, for prosecution in a regular court of law. The statement also read in part, Mr. Yusuf was the head coach of the Super Eagles Team B and assistant to the national team coach, Mr. Janet Raw. He was caught on camera by Ghanaian investigative journalists, posing as agents to several players. During the string operation, which was widely publicized in national and international media, Mr. Yusuf was seen collecting cash in US dollars from the supposed agent who had asked him to field certain players in the upcoming African Nations Cup Championship. He was further promised 50% of the players' contract after their selection into the team. As against the figure quoted by the investigators who caught Mr. Yusuf, eventually agreed to receive $750 as a gift of trivial and symbolic value, while the NFF Ethics Committee found him guilty of collecting the sum of $1,000 in bribes. Before we call it a wrap, let's quickly have the headlines once again. Buhari launches e-Naira. Edo PDP suspend Obaseki, Shriver's loyalist. 4 killed, 3 injured as local elders clash in Kaduna. Anambra 2021, no Kanu, no election, IPOB, DSFG. Bandits raid mosque in Niger State, shot 18 worshippers dead. And on sports, bribery group faults in restatement of indicted Nigerian coach Salisu Yusuf, calls for reversal. In case you just joined and seeing this video for the very first time on this broadcast, it's coming from our studios, BGI TV, Baba Gbagede Imo TV. On YouTube, the title there is Baba Gbagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates of our other programs and the previous ones for your viewing and listening pleasure. On Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like our page and follow and be part of the family to get to know how it is. And on Instagram, Gbagede Imo _22. For advert placements and covering of your occasions and ceremonies, to mention a few, do not hesitate to call the phone number 07038226160. 07038226160. Thank you for watching, and God bless all BGI TV beloved fans all around the world. I am yours faithfully, Rabi Lalawal.